Hello, it's Phoebe, and welcome to the 25,000 subscriber special. Today I am going to play all of my banjos in chronological order based on when I got them. And we're going to start off with the very first banjo I ever owned, or ever played. It was in our attic, because my grandpa got it for my mom. She completely forgot about it. It was in my attic. I was looking for a guitar that was also in our attic, and I found this lovely lad. I've named him Banjo Joe. And he is really not a very good banjo, but a bad banjo is better than no banjo at all. I started playing him when I got him out for this, and I was like, oh, this is a horrible banjo. But as I kept playing, I got really nostalgic and just, I don't know, something about him is so charming. Give you a little close-up here. He's very thin, very light. There's like a knot of wood just unbuffed on this fretboard. It says Chicago, with no other information about it. The strings are super close together, so when my parents got me banjo lessons, I took this to lessons, and after a few lessons, my teacher was like, I'm just gonna lend you one of my banjos to learn on so you can get a better one, because these strings are very close together, and as I was playing it, I realized, like, if I weren't a somewhat experienced banjo player, I would have a hard time playing cleanly on this. So let me play. Oh, I'm gonna play the same song on each banjo. I'm gonna play Angeline the Baker, and I'm gonna play it in different keys. A couple of my banjos are in G tuning, and some of them are in C tuning. So you're gonna hear a lot of different versions of Angeline the Baker. So, that's Banjo Joe. He's got a buzz to him. Just not a great banjo for a beginner to learn on. So, we are missing one banjo in the timeline, sadly, because the one that I learned on for about half a year was a Deering Good Time. I could have asked my teacher for him to, like, lend me that banjo, but he knows I have, like, 8 banjos now, so I don't know. I didn't want to ask him to borrow it, and then where would I put it? I am overflowing with banjos here. So that was Banjo Joe, who started my banjo journey, even though I did not learn on him, but he sparked the joy of banjo in me. I'm throwing in my banjolele. His name is Bilbo, because he's a little hobbit guy. I don't know if he counts as a banjo, but I went through a ukulele phase where I learned just some ukulele chords and strumming patterns that actually helped a lot while I was learning banjo, and I got a banjolele. It doesn't really count, I don't think, in my banjo journey, but I did learn to play it like a banjo a while ago, so I'm just gonna throw him in here. He's not in tune. If you watched Monday's video, you've had more than enough of him, so I'm just gonna play. Yeah, that's Bilbo. He did not spark the joy of the banjo in me. I really wanted one because I like the concept of it, and I had a normal ukulele. It did not spark the banjo joy like Banjo Joe did. But then once I was serious about banjo playing, and my parents could tell I was serious about it, for my birthday, I got, on my teacher's recommendation, Bertie, who is my oldest and dearest banjo. He will always be my favorite. He's an ohm. What is he? Oh, what's the model? He's an ohm banjo. I think it's the UTE model. He's got a little coin up there. He's got a little Boulder, Colorado, and a little number. He's just an all-around great banjo. Open back. Look at that. Look at that wood grain. So nice. I love his tone. He's just the right amount of lightweight. I think technically some of my other banjos are like higher quality than Bertie, but I will always have a soft spot for Bertie. No matter how fancy of a banjo I get, he's still my go-to. He's in C tuning, so here's Angeline the Baker. Out of tune. I tuned all of my banjos before I clicked record, but you know how banjos are. That doesn't do much good. So that's Bertie. Yes, indeed. The next one is Buzzy. Pardon me, off screen, trying to lean this banjo up so it doesn't fall. The next one is Buzzy, who I got for free. This is when my YouTube channel was starting to take off. I got sent this banjo from a company called Banjo for free. Admittedly, he's not the best banjo. He's kind of similar to Banjo Joe in terms of like he's a starter model. He's not the highest quality, but his strings are pretty far apart. So like I've recommended this to people as a beginner banjo. It comes with a resonator, but it also comes with the hardware to take off the resonator. I don't like playing clawhammer with a resonator on, but this has become my experimental banjo. Not only does it kind of mark the beginning of my YouTube channel taking off because I got sent a free banjo, which is insane, but he's my experimental banjo, so I put LED lights inside of him, which is pretty cool, and this is my electric banjo. I put a banjo pickup on it and plugged it in to, my houseplant is attacking me. Ow. Goodness. We're very professional here. This is my professional studio. Everything is optimized for this. I got this tiny, janky amp. I feel like this is kind of a divisive instrument on my channel. Some people are really into it, and some people are very polite, but clearly wish I would just go back to acoustic. Ooh. So, there's no effects on this, it's just the fact that it's a really horrible amp, and the banjo immediately, like, shorts it out and makes it sound electric, so, oh boy, hang on, I'm gonna sit for this one. Oh, you can't see the banjo. Here we go, I'll put it up here. Turn it up a little bit. Crazy. Anyway, that's Buzzy, named because he does have a little bit of a buzz. As cheaper banjos do, they often get a bit of a buzz. But I love him anyway. What I want to do, because, you know, it's an interesting sound, but it's not a great sound, I want to get an electric guitar and string it like a banjo, like swap the strings around so that I can play it like a banjo, and then I can play banjo songs with the sound of an electric guitar. That's a project for another time, but something I want to work on eventually. Okay, that's Buzzy. Coffee break. How you guys doing? How's your day been? That's good. Okay, next banjo. We're halfway through. I have 8 banjos if we count the panjo and the banjolele. What is my life? How did I get here? I'm happy about it, but like a couple years ago, I would not have said that I have a successful banjo YouTube channel and am living in a shed with 8 banjos. Life is crazy. If you're feeling down about the way your life's going, just hang in there, because you never know what turns your life is gonna take. Alright, Bixby. This is one of my favorite. He's amazing. I went to a folk music store. Is it Claremont? I think it's the Claremont Folk Music Center. And I saw Bixby on the wall, and I was like, oh, that's probably like a super rare banjo that costs thousands of dollars, probably not even for sale. I sit down and play him, and I look at the price tag. He's only like $300. What in the world? This is an incredibly unique banjo. He is really lightweight, but he's a hexagon wood-top fretless banjo. We've had a debate as to whether or not this is technically a banjo, because it's a wood top, and banjos have skin tops. I don't know. We'll just call him a banjo, but he's fretless. He's in G tuning. If you have watched my Fretless Friday series, you will be very familiar with him. But yeah, was this the first banjo I purchased myself? Because the first one I found, the banjolele was a gift, Bertie was a gift, both from my parents. Let go of my banjo. Yeah, this is the first banjo I bought myself, which makes him extra special. I don't know how my plant got loose. Go back. Get away from me. I'm okay with plants, but the only plant I've been able to keep alive for many years is this house plant, because now he's too big to be killed. He's taking over my shed. But he's cool. His name is George. Alright, Bixby. Oh. What? So he's the only one of my banjos that's fretless, which just means there's no frets, and I can make a bunch of goofy noises on him. Always a joy to play Bixby. Next banjo is, I had to write these down so I wouldn't get them out of order, Bartholomew. This guy, I'm still kind of intimidated by. He's like Bertie's big, rich cousin or something. He's on permanent loan to me from a very kind guy who was moving, and now it's on permanent loan to me, for now at least. He is also an ohm banjo, but he's the Jubilee model, and I believe ohm has gone out of business, so I don't know where to find banjos like Bertie and Bartholomew. But okay, the like inlays are so cool. The stars and the moon, I love that. He's very shallow, which is interesting. Oop. Oh, I have him tuned up. Do I have him tuned up? Yeah, I think I have him tuned up to D. So, C tuning shape, but tuned up to D. Which just gives it a fun high sound without having to capo. So, that's Bartholomew. Really, really nice banjo. Kinda in awe that I have this banjo. Don't really feel qualified to have a banjo this fancy, but, you know, I do, so I'll take it. Here we go. I gotta be careful because of where I put my desk, and my house plant is trying to eat it. I'm always paranoid I'm gonna put the banjo in the rack wrong and it's gonna fall. I am very protective of my banjos, I gotta say. I love them. Bosma. I named this one Bosma. Okay, now we're getting the last two banjos. Well, they're all very special, but these two are special because they were both given to me by independent banjo makers, which is it's just so much more special than, like, the Van Gogh banjo. It was a big company that just kind of sent me one for a review. But this one and this one were, like, direct partnerships with independent banjo makers, and just look at the craftsmanship. Woodtop gourd banjo, which is a more traditional style of banjo. This is closer to how the banjo started before it became the drum head that we know of. With an Ozma inlay, my dear chicken who passed a while ago, we've got a beautiful inlay. This was made by Jesse Head. I will link him down below. He can make you a banjo just like this, or some sort of gourd instrument if you go over to his website and ask him about it. So I have this guy tuned down. What is this? It's C tuning, but tuned down a little bit. Oh, I gotta redo this strap. Because I love how the low notes ring on this. It's got such a unique sound. Oh, I wish you could see the banjo. I'm still having trouble setting up my camera right because I'm redoing my shed, but... be a little bit out of tune. But such a cool banjo made by such a nice guy. Oh yeah, look at this antler shaped wooden armrest. So cool. So that's Bosma, named after my chicken Ozma, but with a B, because all the banjos start with B. Wait! I skipped the panjo! Did I forget to write the panjo down? We'll get to this guy last, because this is my most recent banjo. Did I not write her down? Do I have 9 banjos? I don't know if this counts. This is my panjo. It's a little banjo made out of a pan that I bought from a company, or a guy, not a company, I think it's just one guy, who makes banjos out of pans, and I think this is a sign. Just a very fun little homemade instrument. I might try my hand at making one of these at this point. I might try my hand at making one of these at some point. Coffee break. I don't know why it makes that noise. Okay. I love this because it sounds like a mandolin, and I would like to learn mandolin, but I feel like it's not very likely that I'll learn mandolin anytime soon, because I'm pretty locked in on clawhammer and banjo. But I love that I can make vaguely mandolin noises with this. Anyway, I think I named this one Bernice. I don't know if any of you have read the 1930s Popeye comics by L.Z. Segar, but the original storyline has a wiffle hen named Bernice, and I love Bernice the wiffle hen, and I don't know. This is the only one that has a girl name. I don't know. This is my girl banjo named Bernice. Alright, go in. Alright, last up we have oh my goodness, Bruce, who is very heavy. And I'm going to put on the strap for this one. This, by the way, is a strap that I got sent for free from a company called Cable Free Guitar. It's pretty cool, and it's cool that it came at the exact same time that I got Bruce, because, man, this camera angle is not showing you the banjos well enough. Okay. Bruce is very, oh yeah, I gotta show him off. Bruce is very heavy. So he was sent to me by a company called Bruce it's an independent guy. I gotta differentiate, because it's, again, very special, because it's like, person-to-person, interaction. Like, it's not just some company, this is a lovingly handmade, like, it looks super cool. I don't know how to describe it. It's really cool. Totally handmade. I believe it's walnut and ebony. I could be getting that wrong, but mother of pearl inlay. Definitely my heaviest banjo, because look how thick and deep that is. So, pardon my sloppy playing today. I'm kind of tired, but gotta do the special. Gotta get this filmed. Yeah, so that is Bruce. I don't know what percentage of my audience is banjo players and what percentage is just banjo enjoyers, but I've got questions about why I have dish towels in the back of just about all my banjos, and that is because, wait, I'll show you on Banjo Joe, because I think the difference is more obvious with him. Oh. Yeah, but I'm very protective of my banjos. I was talking to my friends being like, I may not be rich, but at least I'll have a lot of banjos in my career. And they were like, you can always sell your banjos. And I was like, no! You think I'm gonna sell my children? No, I'm not gonna sell my banjos. I would never. They're all so special. So this is, I have a couple socks in this guy. This is Banjo Joe again. That's him with the socks. And then without the socks, it's just like a harsher, more ringy sound. I don't know if that picks up on the mic, but I like having it a little bit muffled because I like the way that sounds better. So you gotta hold this up in pose. Gotta make sure I get a good screenshot for the thumbnail of the video because that's what makes people click on stuff. Stay. Don't fall. Alright. So that's all let me double check. Banjo Joe, Bilbo, Bertie, Buzzy, Bixby, Bartholomew, Bosma, Bruce, and Bernice. I still don't know if she counts as a banjo, but, close enough. I can play her like a banjo. Yeah, well that's all. Thank you for coming. 25,000 subscribers. Wow. That's insane. If we get to 100,000, I get a little plaque from YouTube, and I think that would look great on my wall. But honestly, like, that's kind of the only reason I want to grow, well, that and more money. But I'm so content right now with where we're at. I have a bunch of nice, supportive people who leave cool comments and enjoy my videos. I have, like, good supportive friends. I have a lot of banjos. I'm making connections, like, in the banjo community. Like, what more do I need? So aside from the shiny plaque and a little bit more money, I don't care that much about growing. But, you know, a shiny plaque would look great. But honestly, I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm very happy to be here. And it's so cool that you guys enjoy listening to my playing and seeing my crazy shed and stuff. Shed tour will be soon, and I'm gonna put in better lighting and a fixed camera location so that you can see everything better. That's the plan. We'll get it all fixed by the end of summer at least. But I think that's it. I have a lot of kazoos. I'll do a kazoo tour next time. No, you don't want that. I think that's all to say. Cheers to 25,000, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you all for being here once again. You're the best, and yeah. Goodbye.